I'd like to clarify, this is not Starbucks. I reuse their cups to make my own coffee at home. Coffee of the day is a vanilla oat milk latte.
2024. I don't know what I can really say about this year that hasn't been said by so many other people, but it was a year for sure. Definitely it happened. There are a lot of bad things I think we could focus on with the year. It was an insanely rough year for a lot of people. I feel like I don't need to go into that. I think that's decently self-explanatory. But just because a bunch of bad things happen in a year doesn't mean the entire year was bad. I think there's always little highlights and little good things that are more important to focus on, especially through such a scary change and a scary shift that the new year brings. I myself always find myself, like, stressing, preparing for the new year, like, feeling like time is running out before I have to become this entirely different person. I have to work on my mood board. I have to make a notes app list of all of my resolutions and things I'm gonna change, and I have to change my appearance and change my outlook on life and my personality. Like, it's just a date change. It's really not that deep. And that's not to discredit anyone that genuinely has anxiety about that. But I do too. And it scares me too bad. So I'm trying to focus on just little things and nothing, just kind of reflect on the year more than freak out about what the next year needs to be. Because I did a video quite similar to this talking about my big goals for 2024, and I didn't even rewatch it back to see if I did any of them, because I know I didn't, and I don't want to bring myself down about it. I know one of my main things was focusing on art and stuff, which I definitely think I did a decent amount this year. I did some art I'm really proud of this year, but I didn't get to devote as much time into my art as I had originally planned to. But life just kind of gets in the way of that, I think. But I did want to still, this year, go over some of my highlights in both my personal life and my more professional life, and just kind of chat for a bit and talk about some of my goals for 2025. But if I don't end up doing them, that's okay. But I think it is harmless to at least go in with an intent, you know? But the problem kind of lies when you force yourself into resolutions and then feel extreme guilt when you don't fulfill them. Because I don't remember what the statistic is, but most people don't fulfill their resolutions at all. 2024 was a big social year for me. When it comes to art and stuff, I ended up just honestly way too busy. I had some personal stuff that led to a giant move for my family that was completely unexpected. And then we stayed with family for a couple months while we got prepared for said move, and then got stuck there for 6. So I did a lot of jumping around this year. But it was a really big social year for me. I made really amazing new friends that make me feel just very valued, make me feel very, I don't know. I like them. They make me happy. I visited a lot of family that I haven't seen in a while. Getting to jump around meant that I kind of got to see a bunch of family that I usually don't. And that's really important to me. My family's been going through a lot the past couple years, so getting to see them made me really, really happy. Take a shot every time I say, something about, I'm happy. I don't know. I just don't know what other words to use. I saw family. It was sick. I focused on myself a lot this year in ways that I didn't really expect to. I started working out. I've been doing that a lot recently, and I've been eating a little bit better. Not necessarily I've been dieting or anything. I still eat way too many goldfish than probably what's humanly okay, but I've been making sure to incorporate more protein and stuff in my diet and just eating a bigger variety of foods. I kind of was in a weird cycle of only eating really processed stuff all the time, but now I'm just trying to at least make sure that I have some chicken in there. And I also started going on more walks and trying to appreciate nature and stuff more, which is one of my biggest goals for 2025, is to just not be afraid to be alone outside really much. Like, the only times I really, most of my life, went out and appreciated nature and stuff, I was, like, in a social group. But a lot more recently, since I've been moving around and I haven't really had, like, a sure place or sure people I'd be with, I've been slowly, it's a process, getting more comfortable being alone, to places like malls and parks and, like, shopping and stuff, and I kind of like it. I would like to be alone more in 2025. I don't know if that sounds sad, but it's something I'm, like, learning to be a lot more comfortable with, and there's something to really be said about just, like, getting to, like, listen to my music and just relax and appreciate the world around me. It's really nice. But I started going on some Pokemon Go walks. I've been locked in. I've been doing great. Slightly besides that, but I guess speaking of going outside, I traveled a decent amount, both with the move and then some other ways. I saw 2 concerts. 3 if you count the Dan and Phil tour. I saw the Dan and Phil tour. I saw Ricky Montgomery twice. That's all I saw this year. Fun fact, I've seen 3 concerts. 2 of them have been Ricky Montgomery. The 3rd has been Ben Platt. Which, first of all, I found out he toured again and I missed it. Kind of pissed. But, I saw Ricky Montgomery twice. He was great both times. Would anyone be interested in me doing a random Ricky Montgomery song deep dive? Because there's so much I want to yap about with his music. I love that man. I love everything he does. And then 2 men I adore possibly even more were Dan and Phil. I grew up on them and they mean so much to me and they've gotten me through so much. So after the year I've had, getting to see them live in the beginning of October really just made it all feel worth it. Like, I don't know, I don't want to sound too cheesy, but, like, the struggles I had throughout the year, getting to just sit in that seat and be surrounded by people that understood me and, like, seeing that show, oh my god, and it was so good. I have 2 cats now. That made me so happy. I love them. I'll put up some little videos or something of them right now, and then I'll probably, you'll probably see them a decent amount in future vlogs and stuff. But I have 2 babies, Gigi and Burger. They are I don't want to say identical twins because they're not twins, but, like, they're black cats, so they kind of just look the same. They have no markings or anything to differentiate them, so they have little collars on them. Burger was named by my little brother, and that's why he's named that. And then Gigi is named after Kiki's delivery service, and I have talked about for years owning a black cat and naming him Gigi. So for him to be, like, real and physical and I'm able to hold him is, oh my god. And they make me so happy. They're the sweetest little angels. I've never seen cats that are more, like, social and excited to be around people and cuddly. They're the best. Also, my mom got a turtle. I don't know really what happened there, just she ended up with a turtle somehow throughout the year, and his name's Derpy. He's a little dude. When you go up to his tank and call for him, he comes over like he's a dog. Only thing I really did big for art this year is I hit 1,000 subscribers, which is something I never thought I'd be able to say. So, yes, I did hit it because I had a video go viral with people telling me that I'm not a real artist and that all artists just complain about, like, not having a real job. Like, I don't know. It was a whole thing. I found it funny. I don't want you guys to ever be concerned for me. I found it kind of hilarious. Because with all the hate, every comment that someone left that was negative just made the algorithm go, people like this video. And then I had 1,000 subscribers off of it. So, like, hell yeah. And that just made me really happy. I felt really good about that. I'm really excited to do more content throughout this next year. I have a lot of stuff planned. Hopefully next year will not be as chaotic. Hopefully I don't clip that a year from now to talk about how terrible 2025 was. But, knock on wood. Anyways. But, yeah, I have a lot of content and stuff planned. I have a lot of ideas that I'm really, really excited to work on. And I'm excited to start streaming again. That's something I've been missing so bad. I got a capture card to start streaming some Pokemon content, so get excited. And then, on a more serious note, I survived this year. And that's, I think, important for anyone, you know? With the year everyone's had, it's good to just be able to say, I did it, you know? I did it. I finished the year. And I'm still here. And that's pretty good. Because, oh god, this year has tested, I think, everybody. Some of my goals for 2025 are kind of just to continue where I'm at right now. I want to continue to work out and continue to eat better. I started sewing recently. I've been watching a lot of Sarah Spaceman, and it's inspired me to get back into making cosplay, because I've been cosplaying since 2017. I want to make some cosplay content at some point if anyone's interested. I did that one vlog, but, like, a little bit more of, like, content for, like, behind the scenes and my process making things. I would really like to share at some point, maybe a makeup tutorial or two. I know they're not in my usual niche, but it's something that's really important to me. It's something I've done for a giant chunk of my life, and something that I fell out of love with for a while. I found myself for a couple years only cosplaying for conventions, when, like, 2020, I was cosplaying 99% of the time, and I was making a bunch of cool stuff, and I had all the motivation, and I missed that a lot. So I've been making a lot of stuff. I have some really exciting cosplays being made right now, and I'm teaching myself how to sew, which is awesome. So that's been something really fun for me. I don't know how much actual sewing content I'll make, because I always find myself with every hobby I have immediately trying to monetize off of it, which is just not great for my mental health. But I might definitely make some cosplay content and stuff, like, once I have the hang of it a little bit more, and, like, when I'm enjoying it already. And yeah, so I'm really excited to get back into cosplay more in 2024, and just to go to more conventions. I have a fursuit being made for me that should be done, or like sent to me in a couple months. I'm very excited, so I'm just very excited to, like, I don't know, get to do more cool nerdy stuff throughout 2025. On the subject of art, I want to draw my way through an entire art book in 2025. Will it happen? I don't know. Probably not, but I think it's kind of cool to try. I have a couple art books that I've just been, like, sitting around with, and I want to just draw a bunch of stuff from them and see what I can learn from them. I will probably use, I have one on anatomy that I have been drawing through a little bit, like, at a time, but I think I'm just gonna at some point just sit down and start going through it page by page, drawing every single thing in there. And then leading through that, I want to draw more, like, illustrations, because I feel like I just kind of doodle a lot, which I love, but I want to have more art that I can show off and be super, super proud of, that isn't just, like, little sketches in a sketchbook. I did quite a few illustrations this year that I've been super, super proud of. You can go see those on my Instagram or my Tumblr. I've been more active on Instagram, though, but I have really liked that. I've really liked having just, like, set pieces that I can show off to people, instead of, like, flipping through sketchbook pages and showing off tiny little things that I'm proud of. So I want to do more, like, full-on illustrations and practice backgrounds a little bit more throughout the year. So look forward to some fun study videos. And then, yeah, I want to connect with nature more, which I already said. That's just next on my list, where I just want to, like, I want to go on more fun little walks and play Pokemon Go in public with giant headphones on, listening to Vocaloid. That's it. So those are my general goals for 2025. I try to keep it simple, and if I don't do them, that's okay. And if you didn't complete your resolutions for 2024, I want you to know that that's 100% okay, and that's not something you should feel guilty about. Like, I mean, in general, one, because resolutions are kind of just this weird social construct made up to make you think that, like, with the calendar date changing, you have to be a completely different person. But also, just 2024 was insane! Like, so much happened all the time. But you made it through it. And you did it. And all I want you to focus on today, not the stress of, oh my God, I didn't do my resolutions for 2024. Oh my God, I don't know what my resolutions for 2025 are going to be. I don't know what I'm going to do during 2025. I don't know how to reinvent myself. I need to make a mood board. Mood boards are fun, but don't stress about them. That like kind of ruins the fun of them. Today, I want you to focus on yourself, not with how you can change yourself or reflect, but what can you do in this exact moment to make the entrance to 2025 feel good? Whether that's taking a little bath or watching your favorite shows, playing your favorite games, chatting with friends. What can you do for you now? Not what can you do for you for the next 365 days of the year. Today, you're you. And that's all. That's all you need. That's enough. And that's okay. Haha, I just quoted Dear Evan Hansen at you in 2025, almost. Get wrecked, loser. All right, thanks for coming to the Lavender Cafe today. If you've listened this far, I appreciate you very deeply. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I want to make more chatty art content like this, especially more focus on mental health and psychology, because those are things I nerd out about really heavily. And if you want to see more of me and my art, feel free to follow my other social medias all in the description. Have a great day. Be cringe. Be free. Demolish 2025. You're going to be awesome. You don't need to worry about it. You'll be fine. You're awesome. All right. Have a good day, everyone. See ya.